Okay, let's talk about Starfield. Okay, let's talk. Number one, how is everyone feeling about Starfield? Okay, we're gonna dive right into this because like I'm just super excited to talk about Starfield. I want to hear though, because I think if it's done right and they don't pull like a No Man's Sky, bro, which I don't think they are. This is Bethesda. Bethesda's put out immaculate games. Starfield, I saw the premium bundle, what it includes. There's a watch. There's a smart watch, like a Starfield smart. Like, okay, hold on. Let's go over. We're gonna take a journey over here real quick. I am so excited. I'm geeking out so hard right now, and it's not even funny.
That's not funny.
I want the watch so bad. Isn't Starfield just Elder Scrolls in space? Basically, yes. It is Elder Scrolls in space, okay?
Houston, we have a problem.
We're gonna go over to full view real quick. Y'all, can you see, like, I need you to look at this. I want this so bad. Dude, I will pay $250. I will do it. I may have to convince my wife a little bit, but I will pay $250 for all of this right here. Did you see how sick that headset is? That is so cool. And the freaking controller, plus the watch, plus the little crate it comes in. This is incredible. I want this. Okay, chat. If you have a spouse and you're trying to ease your way into asking if you can spend $250 on a pre-order for a game, just lead in with the aspect of, do you love me? Okay. That's all you have to ask, okay? Do you love me? And if they respond yes, then you say, well, if you love me, I can buy the $250 pre-order. I just feel like Starfield is just gonna be like, if it gives us everything we want, it is going to be, I feel like the game of like, I can't say century because there's so many obviously games that have paved the way. I can though, because like all the old school games that we grew up on, like Mario and all the games that revolutionized stuff, came out last century. Which is crazy to think about.
I remember when they first invented chocolate.
I feel like if done right, Starfield is going to be a game that lasts so long. At least the game of the decade. It's going to be so good. If it holds up, though, with how Bethesda was with, what was the recent game that came out with? Redfall? Okay, so what are your guys' thoughts? Okay, so console players. I know we got some PC players. I'm a bit of both. I do PC and I do console, okay? Okay, so console players. I think we have a lot of, because I have an Xbox Series X. What are your guys' thoughts? I know it's going to be 4K, so they said that you can push your Series X to 4K. Right? How do you guys feel about it only going to 30 frames at 4K though? I think it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be 4K. I think I think that if Starfield went 60 FPS on console and just how massive the world is, I think we would lose aspect of everything that we could do in Starfield. So I think that at 4K 30 frames on this console, on this beast of a game that's gonna happen, I think it's gonna be good. Do I think that Xbox needs to come out with games that are at 60 FPS that are at 4K, because this is the most powerful. This is like the Xbox Series X. I mean, I have one right next to me. It's the most powerful console. Like we can, like PS5 is great. Don't get me wrong. Like PS5, fantastic. PS5 is a machine. Okay, but with the processing power of the Xbox One X is better. I mean, Series X is better. So the thought process is, why are we releasing games only at 30 FPS when it has the capability? Like Redfall, I think Redfall should have been with 60 FPS. I think that was the biggest thing they did wrong. Did they say if it's going to be multiplayer, or is it strictly a single player RPG? Is there going to be a multiplayer aspect? Can anyone confirm that? Because I don't remember. I'm kind of looking over it and I don't remember it being there. It won't be multiplayer, I believe. I hope they kind of do add it eventually in the future. I think they will. Yeah, I mean, how awesome would it be to have like you're flying around with your crew, like, dude, it'd be amazing. But I think it's good to start out a single player with this kind of game so you kind of get used to it. But I do hope that they do eventually introduce some sort of multiplayer concept. But I know with how massive and how detailed this game is, it might be hard to add multiplayer. Detailed excuses give me multiplayer. Right, I know, I get it. True, you need to have multiplayer. But I think for a game like this, I think there's going to be so much to do in the single player aspect of everything.
Look at all this floor space.
That you can get away with not having multiplayer. I mean, think about it. We're looking at all these games and we're like, yeah, it'd be nice to have multiplayer for a game like this, but I think that it would take away from the in-depth of experience of the story. I think maybe if you can do like a crew of 4 and like do missions together, I think that would be cool. But then I think it takes away from the personalization of like the different outposts you can do, the different stuff you're capable of doing, you know? I agree. I agree. We need to have some good, solid single player games. I 1000% agree. There's just going to be so much cool things you can do in here, bro. Like Starfield, I feel like is just gonna be, it's like anything goes.
There are no rules, man.
So I think that's the one thing that we're excited about is like a truly like immersive experience like this that's made by a AAA gaming studio. You know what I'm saying? There's some games out there that are kind of open world like that, but they don't have the funding, or they're not made by a AAA title that are decent. But I mean, to have like a AAA title that's like Bethesda, who cares about open worlds. Oh, thank you. I got popcorn, guys. Who cares about their world building? You know what I'm saying? I think if anything, Bethesda is one of the best world building developers of all time, in my opinion. But like, there's so many cool things that you can do, and it's not just exploring though. Too, there's a whole like, there's gunfights, there's weapons, there's everything. Like, this game is gonna be absolutely insane, and it looks good. And to be honest, and I think this is at 30. This is on console. This is at 30 frames. And it doesn't look bad to me. What are you guys looking forward to most on Starfield? I think Starfield is going to be a W. I think Starfield is going to be amazing. I think Starfield is going to be the greatest RPG of all time, in my opinion. I have very, very high hopes, but I'm also not wanting to let my feelings get hurt at the same time. So I think that this is going to be huge. I think this is going to be a W for Xbox. I think this is the W that Xbox needs. I'm just excited for it. What was one thing you're super excited for after the showcase and seeing like the direct? What is the one thing that you guys chat are excited for when it comes to this game? I just think it's going to be just a walking W, bro. I think really what's going to end up happening is that I'm probably going to focus all my content on Starfield for like a while. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do. Like the video, hit that bell for future notifications, and comment below. What is the thing you're most excited for about Starfield? We're going to be talking a lot about Starfield and other games that are going to be coming out this year. So make sure you sub. We'll see you next time.